What if the greatest powers weren't above, but buried deep, out of sight, out of reach, out of time? For millennia, humanity has looked skyward for gods, for signs, for salvation. But always just beneath our feet, something else waited. Not in the stars, not in heaven, in the deep. Humanity's earliest graves mark a radical leap from scavenger to shaman, from flesh alone to flesh and flame. Long before written word, our ancestors honored the dead with ceremony. Neanderthals stained their loved ones in ochre, clasping stone tools in rigid hands. But today, we focus on two landmark burials that speak volumes about belief and ritual. At Kafsa Cave in Israel, around 100,000 years ago, early Homo sapiens laid multiple bodies in tight fetal postures. Each skeleton bore traces of red ochre, as if draped in blood-red cloaks, and the dead were arranged in deliberate layers, an unmistakable pledge of remembrance and respect. 78,000 years ago, in Kenya's Panga ya Saidi, a child was interred in a shallow pit. Beside the small body, chosen stones rested like guardians. The earth was swiftly heaped over the grave, sealing a promise of protection for the journey beyond. These interments weren't practical disposal, they were dialogues with the earth, a vow that life's thread extends beyond the final breath. Beneath every world, a mirror realm opens its gates. A hidden kingdom where souls, secrets, and deities dwell. Kur, in ancient Mesopotamia, is a somber abyss of clay and dust. All the dead converge here, stripped of rank. Its queen, Ereshkigal, reigns in silence, enforcing the boundary that the living may never cross. Xibalba, among the Maya, unfolds as a labyrinth of trials. Cold houses, razor-grass fields, rivers of blood and scorpion venom test every traveler. Hero twins, Hunahpu and Xbalanque, dared its gates, surviving torment to claim forbidden knowledge. In Japan, Yomi is a land of perpetual impurity. Sunlight never penetrates its gloom. Izanami, the primordial mother, fades into this darkness, and uttering her name is taboo. Here, death's silence is absolute, and the unworthy never return. Each underworld bears the shape of its culture's deepest fears and its most fervent hopes for renewal. Across time and terrain, we consecrate the threshold between life and earth with monumental tombs, communal feasts, and silent sacrifices. At Newgrange in Ireland, built around 3200 BCE, a massive stone mound aligns precisely so that on the winter solstice dawn, sunlight floods its inner chamber. In that fleeting moment, death yields to light, a ritual resurrection played out in stone and sunbeam. On the island of Madagascar, every 5 to 7 years, families perform famadihana, the turning of the bones. Ancestors are exhumed, wrapped in fresh shrouds and carried in celebration. Music swells, bodies sway, and the dead are spun back into the dance of life. High atop ziggurat-like towers in Zoroastrian tradition, the faithful lay their corpses for vultures. Called Towers of Silence, these circular platforms ensure that neither earth nor fire is defiled, and that sky and sun reclaim the remains. In that silent communion, the body becomes prayer. Each rite transforms decay into mythic communion, binding generations across time and terrain. To descend into the earth is to descend into ourselves. Each cave and corridor echoes with forgotten fears and buried hopes. And just as heroes return from underworld trials bearing new insight, we too emerge transformed when we confront our own darkness. Before light, there was shadow. Deep beneath the surface, ancient cultures whispered of beings born in the dark. Hades, stern ruler of the Greek underworld, presides over silent shades. His realm is neither fiery nor joyful, only still and exacting in its balance. Alani, the Hittite mistress of nether caverns, commands the hidden springs of fate. She is both midwife and judge of departed souls. Hel, daughter of Loki, reigns over Niflheim's frozen halls. Half living and half dead, she embodies the boundary between worlds. Guarding every threshold are mythic creatures: Cerberus, the three-headed hound bearing all escape; Naga, serpents winding through earth's veins; dwarves and gnomes, master smiths forging fate in volcanic forges. These gods and guardians aren't mere monsters. They are custodians of transformation, gatekeepers who challenge every hero and every soul. We all descend, eventually. But what if some don't return alone? Next time we confront Ereshkigal's stony gaze and the demon hosts of Kur, prepare to meet the Queen of Shadows.